Okay, today we are back in Canva and we are focusing on one of its fonts. It's called FONTFRAME. And what you can do with this is you can fill a word with a photo or other images. So first of all, you want to put your background on your page. So I want a football background. Uh, let's see if we can find a football background that's kind of colorful. So I want to use this with the flying footballs. If I stretch it too much, I won't get footballs in my letter. So what I want to do is I'm going to duplicate this and I'll make this my background, matching this up as best as I can. So that's 1/4. We're going to come down here and add this to the bottom. And we're going to do one more. After this, we will group it and then stretch it that way. No lines in between. So we're going to group it and I'm just going to stretch it a little larger. That way I'll have footballs in all of my letters. So now that I have this, you're going to want to download it as a JPEG or PNG. So I am going to download this as a JPEG. You can do it as a PNG. I'm just using JPEG. I don't want all of the images that's in this file. I just want the last page that I'm working on. So now that's downloaded, let's go over here to, I'm using my annotation tools. We're going to go over here to apps. I want to click on app. And then what we want to find is FONTFRAME. And here he is, the blue one with the blue checkered background. So we want to go here. Hello world is the standard word that they give you. Let's first type in the word that we want to use. And I'm going to use the football team that I'm working with. Right now you can see that there's this ocean blue kind of sky scenery in the background. Well, what I want to put in the background is these footballs that I have over here. So let's go to a new page, take my annotation tool off, and we are going to select our font. You see here, there's a lot of thick fonts. Thick fonts work best because you'll be able to see what's on the inside. So I'm going to stick with Lilitita one. We're going to stay with that one. So now that we have that, I'm going to choose an image. I can choose a selected image that I don't have one selected, but I'm going to choose the file that I downloaded. Here's the file that I downloaded. And as you can see, it comes into my Word. So now that it's here, there's a couple things that we can do to fix this. One of the things that I don't like is that you have to keep scrolling up and down to see what it is that you're working with. Maybe they'll fix it. So you have here this zoom slider where you can slide it in and out. And as you can see, the footballs got bigger, or I can slide it back and I see more footballs. I want to see more footballs. You can also double click, and once you see your four-sided arrow, you can move it around to get the number of footballs that you want. This will work perfectly if you were doing this as a Mother's Day or Father's Day gift and you wanted kids in the pictures. So I'm going to do this like this. Other adaptations you can do is you can change the color. This football team is red and black, so I want to make my border black. So we're going to scroll down and now it's black. Also, you click here and you can control the thickness. I want to make this a little less thick. So now we're going to scroll up. Can't really tell. You can see that it's less thick. Other options we have are these premium outlines. Now they're nice, but they cost. And the company that will give you the premium upgrade is $10. And they say it's for lifetime as long as FONTFRAME is connected to Canva. So options that you have here are projection. So let's say I want to project my word out. You can do it this way. You can move it around. So that's projection. And you also have projection angle where they can rotate it different degrees. So is that a projection? So let's make this 0 so you can see the next one. The next premium feature is shadows. So you can add a shadow length. Let's make this 14. And see, I have to scroll down to see my features. Here I can change the blur, make it very blurry or less blurry, the opacity, how opaque is my shadow. And then you also have the angle. uh, where you can change the angle to different degrees. Again, this is a premium feature, and the other premium feature is tilting. So I can slide my letters. Let's scroll to, I can slide my letters so that they're tilted forward or backwards. I can slide the letters up or down, which I think is cool. Now, if you want the premium feature, right down here, you'll see upgrade to premium. When you click on purchase premium license and it takes you out of Canva, you'll see that it says an individual license is $10. But if you see here, this is a lifetime license. As long as you have a valid Canva account and FONTFRAME app are optional. So you pay $10 and it appears that you have it for a lifetime. But let's go back here, go back to premium. We don't want to upgrade. So do we still have the features on? Let's take this effects off. Put this at 0, 0, 0, 0. Help if we 0 and 0. So we don't want to upgrade. So right now we just have this. Once we are done, why is this not shadow? Let's get rid of the shadow. The blur. All right, so we don't want to upgrade. And when we are ready, no, let's do, where's the reset? Let's reset. And we're just going to keep this our original file. And when you're ready to do, when you're satisfied with what you have, just go add to design. Once it's here, you can crop this in some to get rid of this extra space around your word. And you can just size it as you need to. Now let's see, once we do this, are we able to go in and let's say I want to make this orange. Do we get to update? Add to design. It updated it from the purple, from the red to the orange. All right, it also appears up here, these colors can also change. Let's make our footballs gold. All right, so this is FONTFRAME, where you can take your words and you can fill them with pictures. Let's try this with dad. Let's go to apps. Let's close the colors. Here's FONTFRAME down here under apps. FONTFRAME, we're going to reset it. And let's say we want the word dad, D-A-D. All right, we need to choose a file. And I'm just going to choose a picture file that I have. I have, let's say this picture of this football guy. And as you can see, he fills it in. And you now have an image, a letters with an image inside. Now, if you wanted to do a different person per letter, I would do a D, then an A, and then a D, and then you can group them together and size them. So this is FONTFRAME, and Canva is one of their apps. Thank you. This is Janice from A Crafty Touch.